I recently added 5 new pair of jeans to my closet. Some are petite, some are not, and they are different colors, styles, lengths, but I like the fit of each one, so I wanted to tell you about them. We're going to start with this pair. So this first pair is by the brand Risen, and they are more of a darker wash. They came with a raw hem, and I have them in the size 0, which is equivalent to a 24. They're considered high rise, and they have a lot of stretch to them. I would say they're fairly generously cut. If you're in between sizes, I would say size down. This particular pair of jeans is not in petite. It's not available in petite. And so when I first got them, the length on me was a little bit wonky. It was a little bit too long. They're supposed to hit above the ankle, but on me, they hit below the ankle. So I actually just cut them off, and I do have a video on how I cut my jeans in case that interests you at all. I will leave that linked down below in the description box if you want to watch that. But basically, I just measure and cut, and that's it. So that's what I did with these. Now, when I first received these jeans, when I first bought them, the inseam length was 26 and a half. Now, for me, if I want them to be an ankle jean, which an ankle jean is supposed to hit at about an inch above the ankle bone, so they didn't hit there on me. So I needed to cut some off for them to reach that point on my legs. So it's really, and it just depends on your preference. You know, to me, when I buy an ankle jean, I want the ankle jean to fit right where it should be above my ankle bone, because I had some people respond when I shared that video on Instagram about how I cut my jeans, and they said, oh, I like the way they looked before you cut them. Well, it's not that they looked bad that way before I cut them. It's just that I bought these as an ankle jean, and I wanted them to look like an ankle jean and wear like an ankle jean, and they did not fit me like an ankle jean like they showed on the model. So that's why I cut them, and I'm very happy with the length. So, and just to let you know too, all right, they come with a raw hem, and then of course when I cut them, the raw hem is, it's raw. Now when I wash them, what's going to happen? Well, they're going to fray. They're going to have white strings that hang down. Some people don't mind the white strings. I don't like the white strings. I would just prefer to cut them off. I don't like that look. There's no distressing on these jeans at all. There's a little bit of whisking right here, right, under the waist, but there's no distressing or holes on this pair of jeans. So you are going to have a little bit of fray at the bottom when you wash, but it's not enough to shorten the jean and make it look a different length than when I cut it off. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Michelle if you're new here, and I appreciate you joining me today. We talk about all things fashion, sometimes skincare, travel, lifestyle, just all the fun things that come with it. So if you like that type of thing, stick around. I would love for you to become part of the family and tap the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the videos. And let me know down below if you're a new subscriber, you're new to watching me. I'd love to meet you, greet you, and get to know you a little bit better. This pair of white jeans, they're actually called jeggings, and they're similar to leggings, which is almost like a skinny jean, but they're calling it jeggings. So there you have it. Now, the number one rule when you wear white pants or jeans is to wear panties that are the same shade as your skin. So if you're my shade, it would be a nude color. And the reason is because if you wear white underneath here, white is going to show through, and certainly a color would show through. So you want to wear nude panties, and I will link my favorite panty down below. I personally like this one. It's called the Vanishing Edge panty, and it leaves no panty lines. I love them. They're perfect. They don't ride up. They don't move. They don't show lines. I love them. So I will be sure. And the shade that I like in the panties that's closest to nude is called Warm Amber. All right, back to the jeggings. So with white pants and white jeans, 9 times out of 10, I will go up a size, because when I wear my true size that fits my body nicely, it shows every lump and bump, and I don't want that. I'd rather them be a little loose and go up a size than to show all the dimples and things I do not want to show. So they may seem like they look slightly big. That's on purpose, because when I was in store and I tried these on, my right size, they in fact fit, but no way. You could see too much. Didn't like that. So prefer to go up a size, wear them a little bit looser, and be more comfortable in my jeans. This particular jean has a 9-inch rise to it. It hits me right at the belly button, and the length on these is at a 26.5 in the petite length. Now, these were not supposed to be ankle pants. They're not called ankle jeans. They're not meant to be ankle jeans. If you want to wear them as such, you can. But since I didn't want to wear them as ankle jeans, I wanted them to be a little bit longer. So they fell perfect. 26.5 on me is a good inseam for just where a regular jean would fall. So this, I didn't need to cut, alter, hem, or anything. I really like the jean, and they do go on sale from time to time, so you can usually pick them up on sale. Just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. I really am honored that you would spend part of your day with me. A way that you can help me to grow my channel, to make more videos for you, is by saving, liking, and commenting, and subscribing to the channel. It's so funny. I will look at my analytics, and it'll show that 60, maybe 67% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So let's change that. If you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy this type of content, tap the subscribe button. It really does help me, and it means so much. This pair's definitely splurgy, very, very splurgy. But I'll say this, I can see why. They fit so good. I love how I feel in them. I love the fit. I love the stretch. I love how they wear. I can't say enough good about them. So this is a pair of Mother flare leg jeans, and they have a very slim cut pretty much through the leg, and then they flare out at the bottom. This is the shade up close, so you can see that. There's no distressing in these jeans, nor is there distressing in any of the jeans that I'm sharing with you today. I personally am over distressing. That doesn't mean that you can't still wear distressing. It just means I'm kind of tired of it, and I really don't want to wear it anymore. So any jeans that I'm adding to my closet are not distressed, because I'm just kind of over that look. Now, the Mother jeans. They just hug your body, and they're very flattering the way that they fit. These are technically called a mid-rise. On me, they come right under my belly button, but they're technically called mid-rise. So I know that I'm short-waisted, and these are petite. I have these in a size 24 petite. The rise on this particular pair, which again is called mid-rise, is 10.5 inches. So that's not really mid-rise on me. That's more like right near at my belly button, but that's what it is. It's 10.5 inches, and they're calling it mid-rise. Now, as far as the inseam length is 29 inches. Now, when I wear flare leg jeans or the barely boot cut, I like to wear them with a heel so that the length is almost touching the floor. To me, that's the most flattering way to wear flare leg, barely boot cut, that whole style is to wear a heel and have it just almost draping the floor. So a 29-inch inseam for me is fine because I knew I was going to be wearing heels with it. So I love the fit. I love where they fall just right above the bottom, the carpet, the floor, because to me that's where it's the most flattering look on me. I would not like them much shorter than that because then I feel like I'm losing the long, elongated look of that slimmer leg and then that flare jean, which I just absolutely love. Now, I will say this. You have to be very careful when wearing flare leg, or when you're wearing any jean like that where you want it to be longer and almost touching the floor. If you'll notice on this pair, the very bottom here where the flare is, when you look at it on me, it's not buckling up. It's not, folding over because they fit at just the right length. So you're seeing a long line. You're not seeing the fabric bunched up. You don't want that. If it's bunched up, they're too long and you need to have them altered. So that's sort of like my rule of thumb when it comes to that flare leg boot cut or barely boot cut. Let's take a minute and answer the question. I would love to know in the comments below, how often do you wash your jeans? This is why I'm asking. You read that they recommend that you only wash your jeans every few times you wear them, but not everywhere. And I've always thought that is ridiculous because they lose their shape, they become saggy at the end of the day, and I never really understood that until I bought a pair of jeans that held their shape like the mother jeans. So now I get it. Now I see how you actually can wear a pair of jeans several times if you don't get them dirty before you would wash them, because that's how it is with good quality jeans. I have other jeans that are not as good quality, and at the end of the day, they're baggy, they're loose, they're baggy in the knees, and I don't want to wear them like that the next time. So I do wash them so that they regain their shape. But that's just sort of something I've learned along the way when, if you're going to invest in a better quality pair of jeans, you really can wear them over and over until you get something on them or you need to wash them, and you're not going to have to worry about baggy knees, saggy booty, or anything like that. This is a pair of black, barely boot cut jeans. Now, I think these look really dressy. I like them. I think they're very pretty. They're not cut slim through the leg. I mean, there's a slimmer leg and then a little bit of a flare, but they're not near as slim cut as the mother jeans that I just showed you. This one is called a high rise, and this is what's funny. So I've measured it, and the rise is 9 inches. Okay, and they're calling it a high rise. So some of the other jeans that I showed you are called mid rise, and they're like 10 or 10 and a half. I don't understand that, but just so that you have specific information, the rise on this one is 9. So, and these are a size 00 petite. Now, the inseam length on this pair is 29 and a half. The inseam length on the mother jeans I just shared with you was 29. This is 29 and a half. That half an inch absolutely is too long for me because they're dragging the floor. And you know how I talked about how they'll buckle, they'll sort of fold over and buckle if they're too long? That is what's happening with this pair of jeans. So I've kept them and I am going to wear them, but I am going to get them altered. I wanted you to see what they look like. I know it's hard to tell with blacks. You can't see really good, but they are buckling and we don't want that buckle. That's not good. It just looks like your clothes don't fit you. So I could have either worn a higher heel, that would be an answer, but I don't want to do that, or get them hemmed. So I am going to have them hemmed a half an inch. Now, I will say this, I'm very weird about hem lines on jeans. I want them to look exactly like when I received them. I don't want them to look like it's something that I just whipped up in the sewing machine and I don't know what I'm doing. Now, if you're a seamstress or you know a good seamstress and they can do that, go for it. But that's not who I am. I don't know how to do it. I don't want them to look weird and have a weird hem. So I take mine, if you're local, I take mine to Tailor by 10 in Baton Rouge on Perkins Road, and they do a great job. They make the hem look identical to how I received it when I bought the pants. So that's important to me. So just wanted to point that out. But they just look to me like a dressy pair of pants. Just a dark, dark rinse. There's no, of course, distressing. There's no whisking. They look almost like a trouser, like a casual trouser, but they are in fact jeans. There's a lot of really good stretch to these. I would say these run slightly bigger than all of the other pair that I've shown you so far. Here we have another pair of splurgy jeans. This is also by Mother, only this one is a mid-rise, and the inches in the rise are 9.75, and they hit me right at the belly button. And the inseam length for petites is 25.5, which is a wonderful length for me. This is the shade of blue that they are. Again, no distressing. They do have a hemmed bottom. Now there's a style that's very similar to this that by Mother that has a raw hem, but this has the finished hem at the bottom. And I'm wearing them in a size 24 petite. There is such good stretch to these jeans. They hold their shape. Again, I have found that I can wear them more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times if I keep them clean when I'm wearing them, and they just have the same shape. They don't sag and droop and all of that. So again, higher dollar, but ooh, they sure are good. I absolutely love these jeans. I just think that they're so flattering and so good. And I know they're pricey, but there are sales from time to time. And I am not able to talk about a sale just yet that's coming up. But let me say this, if you are interested in the Mother jeans, I know that they're going to be on sale at a specific retailer in about a week. So wait till you hear from me, because I can save you a little bit of money if you wait just about 7 or 8 days. So those are the 5 jeans that are new to my closet that I wanted to share with you. But I feel like there are 3 more that I want to let you know about. We'll call them the honorable mentions because I've had these in my closet for several years and they're good quality, and I just keep reaching for them and reaching for them and reaching for them. And they are timeless styles that don't really go out of style, and so I thought you might want to know about them too. So let's start with this pair by Madewell. This one is in a size 24 petite, and the rise is 9.5 inches, and the inseam length is 26 inches. And again, that is just a really good fit for me. I'm 5'0" for reference. Madewell is one that has a really good amount of stretch. You can wear these more than once and you will be able to, they hold their shape, and you'll be able to not look like, droopy booty or droopy knees or anything like that. This is just like your good classic jean, It's just a good length for just like that classic jean that doesn't ever go out of style. It's just a good quality, and it's one that they have everywhere. This particular style is called the stovepipe, and Madewell has it every year. They'll bring it back in different washes or I don't know, different styles, but they always have the stovepipe jean. And it's available, of course, in petite and regular sizes. This is another classic style from J. Crew. They tend to have this over and over. It's called the Slim Straight Vintage style. The inseam on this one is 8 3/4. Not the inseam, I'm sorry. The rise on this one is 8 3/4, and the inseam length is 25, which again, that's great. That's going to hit me right right below, maybe, or right below the ankle bone. It's just a flattering length on me. I love it. I love the fit. They have a really good amount of stretch. I would say not quite as much as the Madewell, but it's a pair that I feel like you can get more wear out of. You can wear more than once, and they'll still maintain their shape. I don't know if you could really do 3 or 4 times because I don't think they have that much stretch in them. But they are a great classic jean that I love. I replace year after year when I need to, because I always want that one in my closet, because I just like know and trust that it's going to always be a good fitting jean on me. We have to mention the itty bitty bootcut jeans. This has been a favorite for years. This one is called mid-rise, but the rise on me is it's 9 3/4. So that comes up to my belly button. So that's not really mid-rise on me, even in the petite length. So I have these on in a 00 petite, and the inseam length is 29. Now, again, let me say, just like the Mother Flare jeans, my intent is to wear a heel with this because I want it to be long and I want it to be almost dusting the floor, which it is. If I wanted to wear this with a flatter shoe, I would have to have it hemmed, but I don't want to wear it with a flatter shoe. I want to wear it with a heel because I like the way that that looks. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a petite length to have a 29-inch inseam, but it just depends on the look that you're going for and what type of shoe that you plan on wearing with it. Now, let me say this. This one has a lot of stretch. It runs big. It holds its shape, its stretch. So in other words, you could wear this more than once without washing it. You could wear it several times without washing it, and it's going to still hold its shape. But I will say this, it runs very big. So the 00 petite in the Wit and Wisdom, and I'm just comparing flare legs, to the 0 or the 24, which is a 0 in the Mother jeans, way different. The Mother one is a lot smaller of a fit. It's a slimmer fit. It's a tighter fit. The Wit and Wisdom is a much bigger fit, and so it's looser. It's a lot looser. They're very different cuts. They're both very slim through the leg and then flare out. That's the same. But as far as sizing, the Wit and Wisdom is a lot bigger, a lot more generous in size than the Mother jeans. So there's that too. Everything will be linked below in the description box with clickable links. You can just see which pair of jean I was talking about and then tap right there and it'll take you directly to the jean. And then I will have all that information also pinned to the top comment because it's a little bit easier to find up there. That's it for today. Tell me down below in the comment section, what is your favorite style jeans? What do you just love? What's your go-to? Just don't even have to think about it. Grab and go, and it just works every time. I want to know. Enjoy the rest of your week. I will see you in a few days.